Yeah, welcome to another edition of What the Fuck, Happenings in the YouTube Atheist Community, and tiny chat debate, type fun. So anyway, last night was pretty productive, I think. Yeah, there wasn't a lot of debate necessarily, but we just sort of went over this word thing. So I have this obsession now with words, and doing the reductive language thing, reducing language to, more explicit, more direct conversational words rather than all the ambiguous, words that don't say much or do much in terms of explaining anything. So yeah, just looking around in this trench for stuff that shouldn't be here. It really is weird. Yeah. Anyway, just looking about. Sorry. My own distractions. Gotta try not to do that in the video. Yeah, but I did anyway. It's all kind of crunchy too. So sorry about that. Also, it's probably good to apologize now and then. Yeah. Sorry, it all isn't as good as it should be. Anyway, plastic bottle. I'll have to come back for that. Yeah, I'll take a garbage bag back here. So anyway, so overall, good evening. Moved right along. The usuals and such. Some funny bits. It's okay. We got the job done, so to speak. Yeah, so in a manner. Horse has been here. A little messy walking. Piro and his interesting stuff. There's sort of an interesting little fork in the little creek path here. I wish it was more of a creek. Minnows and such, but it's not permanent enough for that. So it's just a winter runoff kind of. Whoa, tree almost got me. That's an interesting tree, right? Pause for the tree. I am tired though. Yeah, I'm just not doing quite well enough for 6 hours of stick hammer, whatever the hell it was. And now I'm way off my path here. How do I get back home from here? Guess I have to go back up and over. So anyway, sorry. Very sloppy of me. But I'm just out today. It's not a work day. It's just a going outside day. Yeah, so, okay, so where was I? Yeah, so, the word thing. So, yeah, everything can be cut down to, much more concise language. Unlike this video, I think we can do this more perfectly in terms of arguing and debating and getting to the point and all of that crap. And it's I think words are the way to do it. And I was kind of talking about the schematic of words, so we're sort of back to a Hochula day kind of approach, yet doing it right instead of wrong. Yeah, exactly. Making good arguments instead of crappy ones. Blah, blah, blah. That kind of thing. So, what else? It's not, there was China, little girl with a face kind of thing. Showed up for the second week in a row. Stayed there all night, too, which is very nice. Just very pleasant. Makes a little comment now and then, plays music and does this and that, and it's just very pleasant. So that's very nice. So, generally speaking, I say success by whatever, the relative standard I can only use to judge such things from our failure perspective, so to speak. It's all the failure is kind of overt in the sense that we're not quickly enough getting people to see see what we're seeing and react to it appropriately, and something other than some nihilist or glibist way. More work to do, of course, and enough on that, I guess. So me and O'Fan are working on a couple of projects. The TV show style thing, and an archive of my videos, a website that just trying to put the old stuff somewhere. My Do Not God channel has some videos, but everything's kind of messy and all over the place, and nothing's all in one place, and so that will be the objective, is to have one location where everything's there, kind of a thing. History is more of a context. Pretty bird, missed him. So it's one of Pierrot's root, valley thingies. They are interesting when they fill with water. Speaking of Pierrot, I do a response video to him. He did act in a bit of a butthurt manner in my last video. He says it was great though to have him saying the word glib about 35 times in the video. So yeah, I apparently did get to him. The term glibite does appear to bother these value relativist nihilist cunt bags. Yeah, so it bothers them more in cunt bag is to be called glib. So maybe that's effective in provoking the necessary response, which reveals exactly how glib they are. His defense of his not glibness was a perfect illustration of exactly how you manufacture glib rationalization. It was just a glib rationalization. So I shall be responding in this chain of videos that started with "Thou art that," and so good. Yeah. Probably do that on the way home, kind of thing. Have the notes in my pocket. I was going to play his whole video, but so it was 15 minutes, and it's kind of a lot of parts that are just personal nonsense. It's not of much value as an argument. So anyway, I won't bother with that, dude, and such. So other news. I do want to mention Evelyn James, or My Misery and Me, or Death to Us All, or whatever names he's had. Sorry, noisy bit. He has been transcribing some of the Ephelis videos for a blog he's redoing on Ephelist blog. So, yeah, it's a lot of work, and it's really generous of his time and effort, and I appreciate that. And I certainly will be linking to it in some more coherent way in the future, and perhaps using that text as a platform for some other kind of written presentation of the argument. I do want to extend this idea of the vlogger dome to a blogger dome also. I've previously argued that arguments shouldn't be redundantly re-argued from start to finish. They should be you should be constantly modifying an already written document. So it's like if you want to improve democracy, you take the existing constitution and you fix it. You start erasing and crossing out, let's say, and rewriting some of the text to make it better. And that's sort of how argument should be taking place, is in some context that acknowledges history and progression, and the arguments that have been used to dismiss certain kinds of language or ways of phrasing things, and makes it more clear and more explicit. perfects the argument. And I think that would be a very healthy change in the approach that humans take, regarding how to develop an argument. Clearly, it has to be done in some kind of context where people have to come to the argument with some sort of base understanding of the agreed upon narrowing of language and explicitity of definitions. But that's what you got this hypertext. The internet provides all these great tools, and they're so underutilized in terms of we already have those faculties right here, to grab the ability to modify language, make it take the archaic and the unresolvable words out and replace them with stuff that says it better. A little bit of wind, unfortunately, and I'm not holding the camera far enough away, probably, and it's a bit jittery. Whatever. What else? Oh yeah, I was going to go for a run too. Maybe I'll do that. I'll tie some pieces together. If I have something else to add, let me just think if there's anything else important. Hasn't been too many videos. Conference and Mort made an art video for Easter, and acknowledging the passing of his mother, and it's visually very well done. I know it had a subtle sarcasm and satire to it, so it was an interesting bit of creativity. It didn't knock you on the ground or something in terms of meaningfulness, but good effort. It's better than anything I've done lately. The artistic realm. So anyway, otherwise, everybody's been kind of quiet. Everything is kind of quiet. So, better for me to, get my work done, so to speak, and do the background work I need to do more of. So, that'll probably be enough. Anyway, so till the later and such. It won't be that much later for you. If I add anything, maybe this will be the end. Maybe I'll be uninspired. I do want to just go wandering into the woods and the stream, and go look at stuff I haven't looked at in a few years. So anyway, till the later. Maybe plunge the camera into the water. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, I figured finish up here. See if I have anything to add. Tired. Yeah. So anyway, I did adventure and look for the wildlife and such, and I didn't find much. So kind of dismal out there for the wildlife, I guess. So eventually I'll put whatever I do have, pictures of pond weed and such, together, and see if we make something out of that as a background or something, like cat. Anyway, so a little discouraging, but whatever. A couple of turtles, so it's worth something. A snake, but I missed him. What else? Yeah, no fish though. I couldn't believe there was no fish. Fish are all dead. Anyway, so I don't know if there's much to add. I guess I did want to mention Wayward Guy. I did have a conversation with him about kind of the ultimate reality argument, and claws. And the you know, the fact that this subjective thing doesn't really have much meaning in a world that's, you know, static and real. There's a truth. You either get it right or you don't get it right. Things have a real measurement, and we're trying to guesstimate and estimate what that is. And maybe it's like pi, you know, we can't resolve it down to the final digits, but you know, we can get the basic idea. And you know, people are using the fact that we don't have every digit, every decimal point, as just an excuse to evade all recognition that we have the 3.14 stuff. We have enough, and they just don't want to admit that. Laying in the sun. Yeah. This cat's rather possessive of this territory, and so pushes everybody off. Anyway, guess they want their afternoon snackles. So, I don't know if there's anything else I need to mention. There probably is. Some other person's done something brilliant, and I'm neglecting them. Sorry about that. So, working on stuff, and I will continue to do that and such. God, this cat has claws. Claws. Big, fucking, meaty, beefy fucking claws. Really amazing claws. Yes. Well, not really amazing, but you know, they're amazing when they're stuck in you. Oh, look at the other cats roll. Oh, she's rolling. Missed the rolling part. It's cute and such. Yeah. I don't know how people can. I just don't know how they can abandon these animals. Yeah, I just don't get it. Look, he's rolling. Meow, meow. Yes, you're awful cute. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes. Yes, you are. Oh. Well, anyway, not much of a video, but yeah, see how nice it is here. You know, it really is. You know, so very nice. So very lucky. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, these neighbors over here, they were just such a menace. You know, I guess, you know, you don't realize how much they blighted the environment until they're gone. You just realize, you know, how valuable peace and quiet is. I mean, you just couldn't sit outside like this and just enjoy a moment without them talking about some pus that was leaking out of one of their orifices or some kind of disgusting crap. You know, just awful. Well, yeah, you're trying to find a comfortable position, but yeah, you're in the sun. I don't think you want to sit in the sun. No. She's looking for food again. Food. Yeah, you leave her alone. Leave her alone. Yeah. I don't know why he has such a... She's not bothering you. God. Sheesh. Anyway, oh, sorry, I forgot I'm still making a video. Yeah, I just got kind of lost at the moment here. Birds and such. You probably can't hear them. The microphone probably still has water in it. So, yeah, so probably can't hear me anyway. It's just blah, 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 blah. So anyway, yeah, so the next video will probably be the response to Pierrot, who's all butthurt and petty and whatnot. Same old bullshit. But that's okay. It is a fundamentally important subject, and, you know, yeah, it really can't be compromised. You know, you got to take this, you know, you got to live by, you know, you're an example to other people. We're all examples to other people, and if we, you know, display sloppy and laziness and what we advocate, you know, that just doesn't do the world any good. Yeah, have a lie down. Yeah, have a lie down. Have a lie down. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Have a lie down. Yeah, do a little grass swimming. Yes. Yeah, you're gonna be fat. Yes, you are. Alright, anyway, enough of this shit. Yeah, I think that's all. So anyway, till the next time. And we'll continue to do what we're doing, and hopefully it's going to get brilliant in a little while. Hopefully. Yeah, that's all you get. I don't live for taking care of you, buddy. Live for any good reason. Anyway, till next time.